2020 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio review. Happiest when driven hard. I can't think of an SUV that's more exciting to drive than the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. It's not the quickest, the fastest, or even the sharpest crossover you can buy. But with its raw, raucous demeanor, the Alfa is a total thrill. The entire Stelvio lineup gets a few notable updates for 2020, much like the one seen in the Giulia sedan. Alfa's goal is to smooth out some of the SUV's rough spots without taking away from the Stelvio's performance-focused demeanor. And to that end, the company has mostly succeeded. All of the Stelvio's major updates can be found inside the cabin. A new 8.8-inch touchscreen is housed in the dashboard, running redesigned infotainment software with reconfigurable displays. Alfa Romeo says the system is quicker to respond to inputs, though it's still one of the laggiest multimedia setups I've tested in recent memory, but at least the graphics are cleaner and the menu structure is easier to navigate. Every Stelvio comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless phone charging is optional. I prefer to just touch the screen to interact with Alfa's interface, but I appreciate that redundant controls are housed on the console, for folks who prefer to go that route. Still, despite this improved onboard tech, Alfa's software pales in comparison to what other luxury automakers offer. Audi's MMI and Mercedes MBUX setups offer a richer set of features, and can be had with customizable digital gauge clusters, too. Hell, even parent company Fiat Chrysler's Uconnect suite is better to use. While the interior's overall design hasn't changed, a lot of the materials and switchgear have. The steering wheel and gear selector are wrapped in higher quality leather, and the buttons and knobs on the center console are more satisfying to use. Unfortunately, the Stelvio continues to trail its rivals in terms of comfort and refinement. The Audi Q5, BMW X3, Mercedes-Benz GLC Class and Porsche Macan are all far more plush inside, with richer leathers and more beautiful wood and metal trim pieces. Most of these competitors offer more space for passengers and cargo, as well. What hasn't changed for 2020 is what's under the hood. In the case of the range-topping Stelvio Quadrifoglio, power comes from a Ferrari-sourced, twin-turbocharged, 2.9-liter V6, good for 505 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is the Quadrifoglio's single greatest attribute. Passionate and powerful, the Stelvio is one of the raciest SUVs around. The best way to experience the Quadrifoglio is in its dynamic or race drive modes, where the engine and transmission are on full attack. It takes just 3.6 seconds for the Stelvio to accelerate to 60 miles per hour, and the Quadrifoglio launches hard. The 8-speed automatic transmission changes gears with the urgency of a world-class dual-clutch box, and it's endlessly fun to work via the big, metal, column-mounted paddle spiders, which are some of the best in the biz. At $82,040 to start, including $1,595 for destination, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio is priced higher than the BMW X3M competition, $77,895, and Mercedes-AMG GLC 63, $74,745, but slightly below the Porsche Macan Turbo, $84,950. All loaded up like my Rosso Competizione test car. However, a Stelvio Quadrifoglio can almost touch $98,000. Yikes! For that money, I expect far better infotainment tech and a much more premium interior. I'm glad the Stelvio Quadrifoglio encourages you to drive its doors off as often as possible. But it's an easier sell in something like the Giulia Quadrifoglio sedan. With an SUV body style, customers are inherently prioritizing things like passenger comfort and overall utility, and every one of the Stelvio's competitors do this stuff better. The 2020 Stelvio Quadrifoglio is a goddamn rocket, and I'll never turn down the chance to rip one up my favorite mountain pass. But while Alfa's made great strides to make the Stelvio nicer to live with, it's the fundamental flaws that'll always make it a tough sell.